What's up, beautiful people? It's your boy Kwame here, and I am back. Today, I've got a great topic for you, and this is some of the biggest mistakes people make when they're trying to get shredded, they're trying to get lean, okay? Let's get straight into it. And if you guys have any questions, make sure you drop them in the comments below because I want to help you guys as much as possible. So let's get this pumping, guys. Let's get the chats in. Drop your comments below, your questions below, because I'm always going to be answering some of your questions with videos. I'm going to pick the best one and always answer with a video. So again, I appreciate your support. Let's get straight into the topic. What are some of the common mistakes people make when they are trying to get shredded, and how do we solve them? Our first one is dropping your calories too low. Now, we already know that when we are trying to lose weight, we have to eat a little bit less than our body actually exerts. So our energy output is a little bit more than how much is actually being put in our body. That's entirely right. Now, one of the biggest mistakes people make, however, is they actually cut down their calories a little bit too low. So what happens is your body starts to slow down and slow down and slow down. Your metabolism slows down. Now, when your body is start in starvation mode, it actually holds on to body fat. So this is actually the biggest mistake. If people don't know this, okay? Now, our body is always gonna do something to try and fight back so it can maintain balance, okay? Now, us getting shredded is not exactly normal to the body, okay? So there's certain strategies that we have to take in place when it comes to getting shredded. And I'm going to teach you everything in this video as well too, and what to look out for, the biggest mistakes to make sure that we're not making them while we're doing it. So when it comes to getting shredded, do not drop your calories too low, because when you do, your energy and your calories are too low, your body can't function efficiently. Now your body goes through something called homeostasis. Homeostasis is basically something that helps your body maintain the equal balance as well in the body and keep your body nice and stable. So if we are cold, our body is gonna try and heat up just to keep that balance. Okay. If we are sweaty, or we are hot, sorry, our body is gonna try and cool down. Okay, so we'll sweat. That's why we cool down. Okay, again, so these are some of the mechanisms your body takes in place just to keep you normal, and that's the beauty of it and how God created us. And I love it. So when we are trying to get shredded, if we're trying to take the quicker way out or trying to cheat the system, our body is going to be like, no, 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 you ain't cheating the system, you're just cheating yourself. And that doesn't work. So what happens is, drop our calories too low, your body gets into a starvation mode. However, there's also certain things that come with starvation mode. When you're in starvation, your hormones stop working as efficiently. You lose your sex drive, you feel tired, sleepy, you can't even make a proper conversation. You're just not keen to do things, and you're not even fun to be around. You got no, your friends are like, who even is this dude? Or, look, that's understandable. That's fine. Okay, actually, no, that is not fine. What we're trying to do is make sure we're keeping our body nice and healthy. That's always number one, and it should always be your priority. No matter what, you can get shredded in a healthy way, and I'm telling you this, you can get shredded in a healthy way, and you can repeat this after me. You can get shredded in a healthy way. Whenever you try and go back into bad ways, make sure you remember this. You can get shredded in a healthy way, and Dr. Kwame is going to teach you the way to do it. Get into low calories. There are quite a few things and a few red flags when it comes to eating super low calories. The positives of it are you are going to drop weight quickly. Two, you're also probably going to drop your water weight quite quickly. So sometimes you might even drop water weight and might think you're losing weight, but that might not even be the issue. You might actually just be losing water. Big deal. Not really, really helping you, is it? No. Okay. So when you are in starvation mode, your body's going to be holding on to that body fat, and it's going to make it very, very hard for you to actually drop the weight. So it's going to stop your goal. How do we drop weight more efficiently? Okay. What you want to do is you want to slowly, so you want to be eating in the maintenance first, okay? Or even going into surplus to test your body's waters. And then basically what you want to do is give your body that little bit of time in a surplus where you're not putting on too much weight. So your body is very used to a very high calorie intake as well, or a little bit more than you. Now, when your body's used to a higher calorie intake as well too, what's it gonna do? Like I said, it's gonna do equal and opposite things. So if I'm giving it slightly more than it needs, my body is gonna try and adjust. So when I'm eating a little bit more, I can kind of stabilize at that weight. Okay, my body's trying to adjust. So what I'll do is I'll try and increase the calories for a little bit so my body adjusts to those calories if they can without me putting on too much weight. And then what do I do next? Then I'll drop my calories slightly lower than my maintenance so I can get into a drop phase. But what happens is with this drop phase, I'm not going to stay in it for too long. Okay, this is again, this is my personal opinion. This is just one way. I'm not saying this way is the right way. I'm just telling you this is a great way, and I personally prefer. When I'm not gonna stay in this drop phase for way too long because I know my body is gonna get used to it, and then my overall metabolism is gonna get slower again, and then that becomes my next estimated energy requirement for my body. Basically, how much my body needs with everything I'm doing with my exercise, my training, in order for me to just be stable with my weight. Okay, so for me to have maintenance, that actually my overall metabolism slows down, and I don't want that. So what I'll do is I'll drop my calories slightly below my maintenance, and before my body's got a chance to adjust below my maintenance, I'm gonna put it back up slightly again. Okay. Now, what happens when I put it back up slightly? I'm not giving my body way more than the amount of calories it actually needs. So, in this sense, what it's actually gonna do is it's just gonna balance itself out. Okay. Then I'll come back again. Then I'll do a little bit of a drop. So I'm slowly cutting off. But I'm feeling good at the same time. My body hasn't had that much time to be like, hey, look, I'm feeling like tired and sluggish. I'm gonna mess with your hormones and all that kind of stuff. But this is all calculated. So I'm saying if you are planning for something like an event or competition, a more structural or calculated approach like this can be beneficial. Look, I'm not saying that if you drop your calories low, it is bad per se, but sometimes it can have some long-term effects on you. Everyone is also genetically different. Some people it may affect differently. Some people might not have any issues with it. They might feel good. They might have decent amount of energy. The metabolism will be fine. And that's why some people don't even need to reverse that after they've dropped their metabolism for so long. But everyone, unfortunately, is different. But this is me just speaking from a general consensus on how your body actually works in general, not superhuman people at the end of the day. So this is one of the biggest things when it comes to losing weight, the biggest mistakes people do. Another thing that people do, or another big mistake people do, is they think, look, I'm on keto diet, so I can eat all the fat in the world and I'm never going to put on fat. I'm sorry to tell you, unfortunately, fat is fat, okay? It is also one of your most dense macronutrients as well too, which also means that the smallest quantity of fat holds more calories. So you eating those extra fats, you're still going to be holding calories. It doesn't matter if you're in ketosis or not, it's still more overall calories. Now, fat is also not thermogenic, unfortunately. So what happens is if you do have excess fat in your body and left off after you finish your day, your body's not going to burn it off as body heat. Okay, so there's no thermic effect of fat as opposed to foods like protein and carbohydrates that do have high thermic effects. So that's actually another thing for you to take into consideration. And let me just quickly explain what thermic effects, for those of you that don't understand, is the thermic effect of food is basically just a hidden, like some foods can be burnt off, like excess in that amount can be burnt off as body heat. So it doesn't necessarily mean sometimes if you're just a little bit slightly over your calorie targets and you have some carbs or protein in your meals, instead of your body storing it as body fat, it can sometimes be burnt off as body heat. So that's pretty cool that certain foods have these properties, certain macronutrients have these properties which can actually assist you in the case of you dieting, or you've got something like an event or something to plan for as well. Another thing that a big mistake people make when they're trying to get shredded is they do too much cardio, they run their body down. Look, your body needs to recover. You need good sleep. Your body needs to be working well. You need to work that engine. You need to be in a good place for you to be able to lose that body fat. Okay, so if you're not sleeping well, and there have been studies that have been shown to prove that people that aren't getting enough sleep will actually lose much less body fat than people that are getting more sleep. Next thing is also stress levels, guys. When you are trying to get shredded, you need to control your stress levels. Your body releases a hormone called cortisol. Okay, it is a stress hormone, and it's one of the things that can actually help with storing body fat, especially around the belly area. Sometimes you might think you've gone to KFC a few times, but it's not. It's just your cortisol and just your stress levels as well. So kick all that stress out of your life because it ain't helping and it ain't fueling your goals. And I'm not saying that drop everything aside just because you're trying to get shredded. No, deal with life first. Life is always number one, and there's more important things than getting shredded in life. But I'm just saying, well, if that is your goal to get shredded and that's more of a priority than dealing with life, then hey, look, the door is open for you. I'm not forcing you guys to do anything. And the last but not the least as well too is thinking that you can't overtrain as well too when you are getting shredded. You do copious amount of cardio. You think also living off of fat diets are going to help you? No, it doesn't. It's only going to ruin you, because what happens is when you live off of these fat diets, you go low calories, you sleeping very little, you're training, overtraining. This is basically a combination of every single thing I've said together. You go hit a very high and then you hit a very low very, very quickly. But the problem with that is if you start here, okay, and you hit that high, you drop lower. Okay, what happens is your metabolism slows down. You start to get so many issues. Your body isn't very happy with you. It's saying, no, look, my metabolism slowed down, which means I need less food than you actually started with, to be able to burn more body fat. Your energy levels are low. What else are you gonna do? You can't even train as efficiently, so you can't exert enough energy output for you to burn all the calories, and you can't maintain those copious amounts of cardio that you're doing. Those 2-3 hours amount of cardio you're doing a day. You can't. It's not maintainable. Look, unless you're a track and field or like aerobic athlete, it's like you're not gonna maintain that for a while. Some people can. I mean, like if that's your full-time job and that's all you do and you love doing it, props to you. But I'm saying just the general person and the average person can't. So I just advise you not to get to that place if that's your goal. Like, you want to lose body fat. There's so many different ways and better approaches for you to do it. But in short, it's just look after your body. Don't abuse your body. Sleep well, train well, eat well, because your nutrition plays a huge role when it comes to getting shredded. And I know I haven't made that a bigger picture, but it is a lot that a lot of us all know. That's why I'm not going too deep into the nutrition aspect. It's just these little minute things that people fail to pick up on when they're trying to get shredded. They do everything right with their nutrition and their training, but then there's these little things that they're often missed. And I hope it doesn't miss you. I hope you guys absolutely go hard and smash this as well too. I just want to say a big thank you guys for joining my video, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I just also want to say a big thank you for supporting me. You guys are the real MVPs. Much love and respect. Drop in the comments below what you guys want to see more of, and I'm excited to be able to help you guys as much as I can. Your boy is out.